Erecting colossal structures is one thing, taking them down safely is another. But rebuilding something better, stronger, and smarter? That's a mammoth task that requires laser-sharp precision from some of the world's most sophisticated and rugged construction machines. From earth-ripping excavators to towering cranes that pierce the skyline, these are the machines that transform demolished job sites into construction masterpieces. Once the dust settles from a demolition, what's left behind isn't just a mess. It's a heap of chaos consisting of twisted rebar, shattered concrete, and deep foundation pits. And that's exactly where excavators and bulldozers earn their pay. These sprawling creatures are usually some of the first machines to arrive during the post-demolition phase. Their job description would typically vary depending on the scale of demolition and the specific needs of the constructors. Excavators arrive ready to dig, sift, and sort. Their hydraulic arms swing like steel limbs, equipped with buckets strong enough to crush debris and nimble enough to recover reusable materials. They help separate salvageable steel and concrete from worthless rubble. Meanwhile, bulldozers work in tandem, moving large volumes of materials and leveling the earth to create a smooth and uniform base for the new infrastructure. Depending on the project scale, a few machines might get the job done. But for large-scale redevelopment, like Hudson Yards in New York City, you'll see fleets of these behemoths operating in unison. Valued at an estimated cost of $25 billion, the reconstruction of Hudson Yards is renowned as one of the most expensive real estate development projects in history. And as you would expect, it required significant engineering expertise, massive support structures, and ultra-powerful machinery. Just to mention a few, that job site had 300 caissons, a working rail yard with 30 active train tracks, 3 rail tunnels, and of course, a sizable contingent of excavators and bulldozers that played a vital role in clearing debris and regrading the soil for what would become an 18 million square feet construction masterpiece. After the groundwork is cleared, it's time to go deep, and to do that, you need drilling rigs and pile drivers. Drilling rigs are primarily tasked to bore deep, precise holes into the earth. And to make those holes count, you need the pile driver, a beast of a machine that hammers long, reinforced columns called piles into the ground. These piles act as anchors for massive structures, transferring building weight from soft surface soil into the rock-solid earth layers far below. For context, the Willis Tower in downtown Chicago sits on 201 caissons, each sunk to a depth of over 100 meters, giving it the stability to carry over 100 floors and 222,500 tons, which is equivalent weight of 20,000 city buses. The Huajiang Grand Canyon Bridge in China weighs just about the same, and ironically, it's supported by just 2 caissons. But considering that the sprawling bridge measures 625 meters from the deck to the bottom of the Baipan River, its piles are most likely sunk deeper than that of the Willis Tower. Once the piles are in place, the next step is to lay the foundation, and that requires an army of concrete mixers and pump trucks. As any true builder would agree, concrete is the lifeblood of modern construction. But mixing and delivering it isn't as simple as loading it into a truck and pouring it out. It must be fresh, precisely formulated, and poured with perfect timing, because once it sets, there's no going back. So for large reconstructions, concrete mixer trucks are deployed in convoys to transport large slabs simultaneously. But on job sites with towering rebar cages or deep foundation pits, just pouring from the truck isn't enough. In such cases, concrete pump trucks are employed. These specialized machines use high-pressure pumps and telescopic booms to deliver concrete hundreds of feet vertically or horizontally, ensuring that concrete reaches exactly where it's needed, no matter how inaccessible the spot is. For instance, during the construction of Burj Khalifa, specialized Putzmeister PSA 14,000 SHPD pumps were used to send concrete to a vertical height of over 600 meters. That's nearly twice the height of the Eiffel Tower, and was at the time the highest any concrete had ever been pumped. But the heavy lifting isn't left for concrete mixers and pump trucks alone, because tower cranes often join in the fun. Soaring sometimes as high as the buildings they help create, boasting incredible lift capacity that make concrete pumps look like simple farm tools, tower cranes help to carry steel beams, precast concrete, glass panels, and even smaller machines to heights no human could reach unaided. But contrary to what you might think, these machines don't arrive at the job site in one piece. They are brought in as prefabricated components and assembled piece by piece, often by smaller mobile cranes. Once the initial sections are firmly planted on the ground, the tower crane can then raise itself further, using a hydraulic jack to lift the top section and insert new mast sections. This self-raising mechanism allows the crane to stay attached to the structure while elevating itself safely, one section at a time. These gigantic machines were particularly helpful in the construction of the Shanghai Tower, where over 850,000 tons of materials were lifted, including super heavy concrete foundation and steel structure. Reconstructing demolished job sites requires precision. Everything and nothing offers that more than 3D surveying tools and laser leveling technology. Gone are the days when builders relied on measuring tape and best guesses. Today, constructors use GPS-guided total stations, laser scanners, and drone photogrammetry to map and model every contour of the site in astonishing detail. Laser levels mounted on tripods send out beams across a wide radius, ensuring that concrete slabs are poured perfectly flat and that every bolt, bracket, and block is aligned perfectly. For better accuracy, drones scan the site from above, creating 3D topographic maps that update daily, giving engineers a live snapshot of progress and problem areas. Thanks to this incredible technology, construction crews are able to work faster, smarter, and with fewer mistakes, saving both time and hundreds of millions of dollars in rework. But building smarter doesn't stop with layout tools. It extends to just about other construction equipment. That includes just about anything from GPS to smart helmets and vests. These equipment are fitted with built-in smart monitoring and sensor technology that track vital information including heart rate, location, and exposure to toxic fumes in real time. So, nowadays, project managers don't need to walk the entire site anymore to get detailed feedback on what's happening where. Instead, they can sit inside a mobile site office, or even manage remotely, while receiving live updates and alerts on a central dashboard. If a tower crane drifts too close to a power line or restricted area, the system sends a warning. If concrete temperatures rise beyond optimal limits and threaten to cause cracks, embedded sensors adjust the mix composition or trigger an alert to intervene. Such levels of predictive analytics and smart automation doesn't just improve efficiency, it prevents costly delays, protects lives, and ensures higher build quality. Lastly, we must also pay homage to the equipment that are responsible for the finishing touch on the construction. While they may not roar like some of the monsters we mentioned earlier, their contribution is just as vital to the final product. Take asphalt pavers, for example, the quiet perfectionists that lay down roads, sidewalks, and driveways with seamless precision, creating the paths that connect structures to the world. Power trowels also deserve mention for their role in creating a polished, even finish on concrete. And then there's the landscaping fleet, specialized machines designed to sculpt the earth, install irrigation systems, and help bring greenery back to the job site. These machines and their handlers worked overtime at the Jewel Changi Airport in Singapore to plant over 2,000 trees inside the airport's terminal. That wasn't just landscaping, it was a logistical ballet involving cranes, climate-controlled equipment, and an entire ecosystem of horticultural planning. From the first swing of the wrecking ball to the final polishing of the windows, transforming a demolished site into a construction masterpiece isn't just a process. It's a high-stakes puzzle of engineering precision, logistical planning, and physical effort, where every bolt, every pour, and every push of the joystick counts. So the next time you walk past your favorite stadium or a sprawling real estate development, remember, it may have all started with rubble, but it ended as a masterpiece. One built not just by hands, but by machines that turn chaos into creation.